What is going on, NFL family? Whoa, we only have like 5 days left until the NFL draft. These mocks are going to be coming out everywhere the next couple days, and I'm going to keep doing mocks for you each and every day leading up into the draft. Today, we're going to focus on the Dallas Cowboys. They have a lot to do in this draft, right? There's a lot of holes, especially on offensive line, linebacker, D-line. They got a lot of holes. They got a new defensive coordinator. So, where do we go in the first round with the Dallas Cowboys? They need tackle help, and luckily for them, they have a great guy on the board in Amarius Mims. The dude is an absolute stud. He's got like 36-inch arms. He is incredible, 75 grade this year. He hasn't played a lot of games, which could be a good thing in the long term because he's only 21 years old, but the analysis is great. He's got a great build, elite skill set. He's a very, very good player, man. When you look at his measurables, they're super impressive. He's in the 90th percentile in every single measurable except vertical leap. And luckily for him, he's not going to be dunking on anyone anytime soon. He's just got to pass block and run block for the Dallas Cowboys nation. So, this pick is a no-brainer for me. If Mims is on the board, the Cowboys have to run to the podium. Mims is the guy for the Cowboys. All right. Now the Cowboys are on the clock, round number 2, pick 24. Okay, they don't pick again until 56 and then 87, so we got to make sure these picks count. Do we go linebacker? Do we go edge defender? They're pretty good on the edge with Dexter Lawrence and Micah Parsons. Do we go linebacker? Do we go guard? That could be a thing too, because the Cowboys need a lot of offensive line help. When looking at the board for the Cowboys and trying to find the best player available, there's a couple wide receivers I like, Malachi Corley and Xavier Worthy. I like him, but to me, they need linebacker help. And as an Eagles fan, this breaks my heart because I think the Eagles should go after a guy like him, but I love Edgerrin Cooper to replace Leighton Vander Esch, who had to retire for medical reasons. 90 grade this past year, 86 pass rush grade, 87 run defense grade, 85 coverage grade. His missed tackle rate's a little high. That's because he's like this ball of violent energy and kind of over pursues and over tackles a little bit sometimes. They'll coach those problems out of Edgerrin Cooper. Amazing size, 6'3", 230. He is the pick for the Cowboys, and he's going to put another layer on an already pretty decent defense. The Cowboys are up pick 56. You could go corner. We could go wide receiver. We could go offensive line. And to me, that's the pick. In the third round, do we go offensive line? Let's see. The wide receiver position, not any guys I love that are like an upgrade. I don't love that spot to add. I like Kyrie Jackson in the third round too, but they have pretty good cornerbacks already. I think the possibility to go for a guy like Cooper Beebe, you can't really pass that up. Cooper Beebe is one of the best interior offensive linemen in this draft class. 90 pass block grade, pretty good run block grade around 82. He gave up 2 sacks in his whole collegiate career, almost 3,000 snaps, only gave up 2 sacks his entire career. He's got good size for an interior offensive lineman, 6'4", 335. He's right on that line between tackle and guard. Better suited at guard, but he's played everywhere. He played a little bit of right tackle, played a little bit of left tackle, played a little bit of left guard. To me, the biggest need on this Dallas Cowboys team is offensive line. Cooper Beebe is going to the Cowboys. The Cowboys are up in the 5th round, pick 39. I want to give them some interior defensive line help. And to me, my favorite guy on the board is McKinley Jackson. When I look at guys like Rudolph and Logan Lee, they just don't measure up. I mean, Lee's not too bad. I think McKinley Jackson is just a better overall player. 76 run defense grade, 70 pass rush grade. Good size, 6'2", 325. He's got quick penetration once the ball's snapped. They need some interior defensive line help. I think McKinley Jackson for Texas A&M, who had a really good defense last year, is a great pick for the Cowboys at the end of round 5. With the next pick, this is a no-brainer pick for me. I love Dylan Johnson from Washington. In some of my Eagles mock drafts, I mocked him to the Eagles too. He's just a great player, 88 grade. Gap grade, 87. He's just a very good player. 1,200 yards last year for that high-powered Washington Huskies offense with Michael Penix Jr., Rome Odunze. 16 tutties, man. 16 tutties. Yo, you gotta love that. Great size, 6 foot, 218 pounds. He's gonna be the bell cow back for the Cowboys for years to come. I love Dillon Johnson to the Cowboys at this pick in the 6th round. Now, in the 7th round, the Cowboys have 2 picks. When you're picking in these later rounds, you want to find the best players available. And I know people are going to kill me for this probably, but I need to give them more offensive line help. And Jalen Sundell is going to be one of these late round marvels for whoever picks him. 89 pass block grade, North Dakota State. You know, he's not a ton of scouts are on him, but 6'5", 300 pounds. He doesn't have elite size for a tackle, right? He might have to move into guard, but he could play left tackle or right tackle. Him and Mims are going to be on this offensive line for years to come. 6'5", 300 pounds. I love Sundell to the Cowboys in the 7th round. That kind of talent in the 7th round. Boom, Cowboys fans. You got to love that shit. When you're picking this late in the draft, it's round 7, pick 24 for the Cowboys. You want to find some value. Josh Wallace, the cornerback from Michigan, that's value, man. A national champion. 3-year starter. 15 games this year. 86 grade. Run defense grade 87. Coverage grade 84. He needs a little help with man-to-man coverage, but with their new defensive coordinator, they're going to be able to coach him up, make him a little bit better man-to-man. But he's got pretty good size too, 6 foot 190. He's not one of these super skinny corners that are in this draft class. He's a good player, man. Very, very talented. The passer rating against. Look at this growth. 120 in 2021, 83 in 2022, and down all the way to 66 to be available in the 7th round. Yo, the Cowboys crushed this draft. We absolutely dominated this draft, guys. Absolutely killed it. I love this draft. B+ grade. We got Mims in the 1st round. Cooper in the 2nd round. Cooper Beebe, I think he's one of the best guards. And he could possibly play center. McKinley Jackson, I like that pick. They didn't like that pick. Dillon Johnson in the 6th round, we got an A grade. And 2 B+ grades to end this draft in the 7th round. We got Sundell and Wallace. Great players. The Cowboys don't have a ton of draft capital in this draft. Just 7 picks. But if they come out of this draft with this kind of haul, I think Cowboys fans will be happy. Eagles fans will be a little heated about it. But if they come away with Mims and Cooper and the Eagles don't get either one of those guys, I'm going to be a little butthurt. But oh well, the Cowboys, I love when the Cowboys and the Eagles are both good. I love when they're competing and biting each other's heads off and fighting for every game. I love it. I can't wait for this season. I think it's going to be another two-headed monster race between the Birds and the Cowboys this year. I think the Giants and the Commanders are going to struggle all year long, especially the Giants. The Commanders could be a little decent. They got good wide receivers. I think they're going to get Drake Mayer, Jaden Daniels, so they could be a little bit better. New coaching staff over there. It should be fun to watch them play football. But Cowboys, Eagles, that's who's going to be competing in the NFC East to win it, to go to the playoffs. The Cowboys have a lot of holes though, man. They gotta fill out that offensive line. And I think in this draft we got some good offensive linemen, 2 tackles on a guard. You need to fill out those holes because if you can't block for Dak Prescott, he's not going to be able to throw the ball to CeeDee Lamb. They're not going to be able to run the ball with newly acquired Dillon Johnson. So let me know in the comments below. You like this draft? You hate this draft? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Peace.